Well, hola or hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's Celisa coming to you from Beautifully Me and You, de Bellamente y tú y yo. And today, you guys, it's time for us to do week 4's cash, stuffing, and budget. Or how do you say it? Budget and cash stuff for week 4 of July. So if that sounds like something that interests you, seeing how I break down my monthly income into weekly increments and then also do a cash stuffing for what I need to do this week, then let's get right into it. All right, first things first, I went and got my nails done. Hey, and they look so cool. Okay, so I chickened out of the bright blue. It was an electric blue that was kind of like this color, which by the way, I'm going to be using this pen, the Big Velocity 1.6 pen. And you guys know I love it. But it was that color blue or like the color blue of my mood ring. And I just got so nervous. I was like, I don't think I could do it. so I went with the more muted blue, which is, I like it. I actually like it more than I thought I would. But yeah, so I ended up getting this blue. I'll have some glue on that nail. And these are my real nails. I asked them to put them coffin style. And so the guy did. If you guys hear tissue paper, it's Gingy. She has found a home inside of a piece of tissue paper that is in the room. But anyway, so I got them coffin style and I'm really loving it. All right, enough about my nails. Let's see. We're going to get into the budget for week 4. So let me just turn to the page. That is totally not it. All right, this was week 3's budget. So week 4 should go on the very next page. All right, so let's go ahead and get started to see how much we're going to be cash stuffing for week 4. First and foremost, I'm just going to write week 4 up here. And you guys, since this is a magic month, we have one more week to fulfill things that need to be done because there's 5 pay periods. I get paid every Friday. So 5 weekly disbursements this month, which is exciting. So for this past Friday, we're going to take an income set amount of $900. And that's the amount that if you're new here, I pull out of my checking account every single Friday to pay myself, okay, from my main source of income. So my income sources are YouTube, Etsy, Amazon, and then Amazon affiliates program. And from all of those sources, I try to pull $900 every week, okay? And there's usually more than that in the account. I leave it there, some for taxes, some just to invest in other business ideas. And then sometimes I actually pull some money out and just do a random cash stuffing of savings challenges, which I might do again at the end of the month. I did it just on this last video. If you didn't see it, look up above here and click the link after you watch this video, of course. But that's because I won some money at a casino. So let's get started with this week's budget. So if we have $900 for income, I do need to reflect back. Let me put the calculator over here. You guys see my math was off last time. Everybody said I saved the wrong amount of my scratch and save book. I owe it $5. So I'm going to get on that this week for sure. And yeah, sorry. I promise I'll use the calculator today. All right, so this is the monthly spread that I usually set up in the beginning of the month. If you didn't see the setup of the July monthly spread, I'll put it up above here and you can watch that at a later time just to see kind of how I set up a month. And then from there, I break out week by week, seeing what needs to be paid and putting check marks or highlighting as I've satisfied that category. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to be doing this pay period. First and foremost, I like to take care of the bills. And so I do need to pay the water bill, which is $95. I also need to pay Georgia Power, which was a lot higher than expected at $289. So I'm going to transfer those over first. And let's see, the other one was the water at $95. And that's the only 2 bills that I had left to pay for this particular month. So let me go ahead and add that up and see how much that totals. $289 plus 95. So that'll be $384 going towards bills. And then when we take 900 from there, which is the starting amount of money we had to work with, I have 516 left. Now from there, I do like to do giving, and that will be for $90. So let's take plus 90. That'll be $426. All right, let's work on the cash envelopes next. So let's see. These are the amounts that I actually carry in my little key holder with me at all times so that I can make sure that I have cash on hand spending money to satisfy these categories that I spend all the time. Okay, so for groceries, I had $500 total that I was supposed to put in for the month. I've already put $150 for week 1, $100 for week 2, which is $250, and another $115 I spent. Believe it or not, I did not spend any money so far this week. I'm waiting until I cashed off my envelope. So I have $135 left. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put into groceries $75. And we'll just make it work with what we have. I mainly need meats. I do have quite a bit of other things to eat. So that's what we're going to do for groceries. And if later I need more, remember I have a grocery sinking fund, which is the next category that I'm actually going to budget to stuff for. So for grocery sinking fund, I wanted to put $200 total for the month. So far, I didn't put anything in week 1. Week 2, I put $80. Week 3, I put $40. And so that's 80 and 40 is 120 out of 200. So I have 80 left to do. So I'll do another 40. And that will leave 40 left to be done at the end of the month. Okay. And then let's see, what's next? Gas. Gas, I had a total of $300, which will be $60 per week. I put $50 the first week, $70 the second week, $60 the third week. So that means I still have $120 left to do, and I'll go ahead and put gas of $60, even though I still have a lot of the last week's gas left because I stuffed some out of my casino winnings into the gas, okay? Actually filled up the gas tank with some of the winnings. Next is fun, and that's going to be for my son, and since he is coming home, I'm going to go ahead and do the $50. I know that I've not put any all month because I was holding it so that when he comes back, we can do something fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put fun money, $50 for this week. And that means next week, I'll have to see if I can squeeze in some for budgeting, okay? And the final category is myself, and I already took $40 for my nails. As you can see, they got done. And I did that in the last week's budget. So there's nothing to be done as far as my money, okay? So that's it. So let's add up that and see what that adds up to. So there's 75 plus 40, 60, and 50. All right, so that should equal 225. Let me just add that up again. Yeah, 225. So when we take the 516 minus 225, we have $291 left, of which $90 goes over here to giving. So once we take 90 for that, we have $201 left to be cash stuffed in sinking funds, okay? So now we got to decide what we're going to do with the $201. Let's see. I want to go ahead and satisfy a lot of these categories if I can. So let me just fold this page and we'll kind of flip back and forth and see what we've already done versus what needs to be done. Let's start off with Jason, Janae. I didn't put anything for them the first week. The second week, I budgeted 50 each. The third week, I budgeted 25 each. So they've only had $75. I'm gonna go ahead and put $50 this time for each of them. And if it goes over, you already know the drill. We're doing scratch offs. If it goes over, it just goes over, okay? All right, next is for myself, Salisa. So their category won't be fulfilled yet until the final pay period. Salisa, I have 60 total that I was supposed to get for the month, and I don't know. Did I put anything? I skipped on that one. This one, I put 30, so I really should put at least another 30, but it'll probably go over. So I'm just gonna budget for 50. Okay, so that's already 150 out of our 201. So let's see what else we can do. Clothes still needs money, as does travel. So let's check travel and clothes at the same time. Clothes, I didn't put anything there and nothing for travel for week 1. Week 2, clothes, I only put 50, but nothing for travel. And I didn't put anything in week 3 for clothing or travel. So let's do clothing. And let's do 25. And travel, let's do 10. All right, so that equals 150, 185. So we'll do challenges for the remainder, and let's see what that is. 201 minus 50, 50, 50, 25, and 10. So that'll be $16 left for challenges, which will be a total of $201 in this category. And that will leave $90 remaining. After we put giving, there will be nothing left. So let's just add this all up and make sure it's correct. And we will have successfully done the budget.
Wait. 900 minus 384 minus 225 minus 201 minus 90. Okay, that looks good.
So I'm just going to fill out the bottom of the whole budget planner, which is 900.
Cash envelopes is going to be 225. Sinking funds is going to be 201. Savings challenges is going to be 90. Or saving is going to be 90. And bills is going to be 384. And that brings us to a
zero budget. So everything except for the bills, I'm going to actually be doing a cash stuffing tracker for, which means except for the $384, $516, that equals up to the cash envelopes, the amount I'm putting in giving, and all the sinking funds, all of that should be over here on this tracker. So let me fill this out and I'll speed that part up and then I'll talk about it and we'll move on to doing a cash stuffing.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good, I put that on good when it gets hard.
All right, so I got it all filled out. So what I did was put giving across the top for $90. Then I put tick marks under the amount of denominations I want. So when I add these columns down, I should have the exact bill quantity that I'll be asking from the teller, which should equal $516. That's what we're hoping for. So let's go ahead and add it up. 1, 2, 3 50s, and that'll be $150. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 20s, and that'll be 240. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 10s for 80. And then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 5s for 45. And then 1 1 for $1. All right, so let's add this up across and make sure it adds up to $516. And if so, then we are right on track. So let's see. And that's how you do it. On the first try, no chicken scratch, and we get a smiley face because we did that. Okay, so I did get some smaller bills for Jason, Janae, and myself because we're going to be doing scratch-off challenges, and y'all already know how the scratch-off cards do me. So we just going to hope it's like all good in the neighborhood. But anything that's extra from these scratch-off cards, I will be putting down into savings challenges. And y'all, is there anything I can highlight for this month? Jeez Louise. Steve. Okay, I think I can highlight my category. Hold on, let me get it together. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Celisa. That one's highlighted. Household still needs to be finished. So do the kids. Clothes, I didn't do enough. Travel, I didn't do enough. And then you already know about challenges. And then I'm not going to highlight these over here because they're just ongoing. Except for, I think, fun is the only one that's... Oh, no, fun and myself. Hold on, let's... You know what? Let's highlight down here too. Making me feel accomplished. All right, so with that being said, next pay period, we don't have any bills to pay. So do you know what that means? That means next Friday, all $900 should be going to finish off these things that need to be done. And I believe we'll have some extra. And that means we're going to have some savings challenges to get done next week. But for right now, let's get off into this cash stuffing of week 4's budget. All right, so let me get the money all together and I will be right back so we can do the cash stuffing for week 4. See you in a minute. All right, you guys, I am back. I think I have it all together and ready to go. So let's start by counting up this cash. Let's see what we got. 51, 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 50, 70, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500, 5, 10, 15, 16. 516, and I will not be defeated by the 50 today. Her mind is clear, y'all. I don't know if you guys been watching me on Instagram, but I got me some boba right before I started this little filming. So yeah, she has sugar on the brain. So she's doing just fine. Even though I get mine with no sugar added to my tea, my milk tea. Sometimes I get oolong milk tea. Sometimes I get Earl Grey. But regardless, I get no sugar added, and then I ask for double boba. But the boba has sugar in it. So, you know, generally speaking, I'm having some sugar. Phineas, move out the way. I got things to do. All right, so let's see. I took my little cash envelopes out of my wallet. If you guys don't know, these little cash envelopes came from Gina Renee are in budget. If you guys are interested in getting some of these little envelopes, you can head over there and make that happen, okay? All right, so I still have some money and gas left. I'm gonna get to stuffing these first, and then we'll work with Phineas and Fiona and stuff the coins. But first, let's go ahead and get these cash envelopes off the table. So I have gas that has 40, and today I'm supposed to be putting in gas 60. So I'm gonna keep this in here. You know, some people like to roll over what they have left or use it for savings challenges, things like that. So there's all different types of way to do your budget. For me, I'm gonna keep it in here because this might be extra money I need, you know, if I don't have enough this week. So there's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That'll be going into gas. And I'll show you guys my little key holder wallet in just a minute after I get all these stuffed, exactly where I put these little bitty mini cash envelopes that are so adorable. Look. All right, next is groceries. Groceries is gonna get 75, which was a 50, a 20, and a 5. So there's 50, 75. And that's gonna go into groceries this week. If I don't make it and I really need to get something, and I mean, I have to really need to get something, then I'll probably go into the grocery sinking fund. But for right now, we're gonna leave that like that. Self-care, I'm not putting anything in. That would be my envelope, but I've already spent my nail money. So fun is the last one. It's just gonna get a $50 bill. And this is gonna be for us to do something on a weekend, do a little getaway before the end of the month. And I might put some more towards the end of the month to do it again, you know, for the last week. So hold on one second, let me get my little key holder. This is my little accordion wallet that I use. Usually your driver's license here, but I took it out. You can find these on Amazon. I do have a few different styles linked down below in my Amazon storefront. You can click the link down there and you'll be able to find some of these accordion wallets. And then, like I said, the little envelopes are sold from Gina Renee are in budgets. So first, let me get these coins out of here. I don't have much. That's why I didn't do the coin part first. So then these little envelopes fit down inside of here. Uh-oh, there's some more coins down in there. Hold on. Stop playing with me, little wallet. I'm not to be, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not to be played with today. Stop playing with me. Okay, there we go. All right, so the little envelopes go down inside the wallet like this, and then the zipper just goes over the tips, and they sit in there just like that. And then I zip that up, and I carry this with me at all times, so I already have the money for grocery, gas, food. Wait, what? Grocery is food. I already have the money for grocery, gas, fun money, and as well any of my own personal spending money in the accordion wallet with me on my keys at all times. So that's how I do that. Next, we're gonna work on the coins. If you don't know, this is Fiona, this is Phineas, and I got these from my bank. I am doing a giveaway of some little pigs in the color pink and blue, and you'll have to go back to a video that I'll link up here that talks about the actual way that you can possibly win these pigs. One is gonna be to be on my live on July 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the other thing is going to be to go back to a video that talks to you how to enter, okay? So this is Phineas and Fiona, and they are gonna say goodbye because we already put our little coins in. All right, before we get started, I do wanna talk to you guys about these. These are the new sets of highlighters that I received from Amazon, and they're called Bible highlighters. So let me just highlight a few lines. I'm gonna list them in my Amazon storefront, but I guess they don't bleed through because they're made for thinner pages. So let's say for groceries, that's one of the colors. I'm gonna highlight all of them real quick. And this little pack I think was like maybe $10. I don't even know if it was that much, maybe $7. But yeah, I spoke to you guys about possibly getting these, and I'm really excited that I did. They have two different sets of colors. I think this one is the happiness palette. But they have happiness and they have some other colors as well. The other one, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. This should be pretty cool. They write like markers, like regular markers. They just don't bleed through. These are all really, really pretty muted colors. I like the color palettes of these. And they're just so soft. You know what I mean? Like, I like the colors. They kind of remind me of like low lighters or whatever those are called. I think mid lighters or something like that. They're by this company, Alohaster. And I'll go ahead and list it down below. They came in this plastic case like this, and it also has a lid to keep them safe. So they come in this like nice plastic box that you can close and house them. So you'll be seeing me use these later. These are all the colors and how they actually mark. Let me bring it up closer. Look at this. So super pretty. And they don't bleed through at all to the other side. So yeah. If you guys are interested in those, I'll put those down in my Amazon storefront. But for right now, let's get into cash stuffing our sinking funds that are still left to be done. First is going to be Janae. First is going to be Janae. And I'm going to go ahead and update the tracker since I only have a few to do. Janae has 5, 56, 20, 40, 60, 87, 720, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, $765. And today I wanted to try to give her no more than 50, but y'all already know how these scratch offs be doing. So let's stay on this side. Skip or double? Skip or double? What am I gonna do? We just starting the game and it's already coming out rough. Let's just try again. Oh, yay! You know, sometimes I feel like these cards want to work with me. Sometimes I feel like they don't. But today, we're going to double $20, which is $40. Y'all, don't let me forget I owe $5 to the other book as well. I'm going to put that in there today if I can. All right, so plus 40 for Janae will bring her to 805. Okay. So we have 5, 56, 20, 40, 60, 87, 720, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 805. That worked out beautifully. Beautifully. Okay? That's how I feel about it. All right, now let's just hope Jace's is beautiful. For Jace, right now he has 935. 5, 6, 7, 758, 820, 40, 60, 80, 90, 9, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $935. All right, let's get back on this other side first and foremost. And I already know, let's try this one or this one. Which one do y'all think? This one or this one? Eeny or meeny. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch, try, brass, toe. If you holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And we always go the opposite of what we end on. So, are you serious? A skip or double yet again? I think I'm gonna skip Jace. You know why? Because he got the most money out of everybody. So he could forego one this time. So no money for Jace this time. We just gonna go ahead and skip that one. If I double, I get the feeling it will be more than $50. He gonna be taking all my money and he the rich kid in the house. Get out of here, Jace. You ain't even here. Okay. So next is gonna be me. I have 850. That's 5, 6, 7, 758, 850. And I'm supposed to be having $50 as well. Let's try this one. Okay, that's not bad. See? That works. That means I still have some extra left over. So I'll put 55. I think that 50 was supposed to go in giving, but we're going to let it go. All right, so that's 5, 6, 7, 758, 859, 905. So let's see, plus 55, which is 905. The main one got to catch up is Janae. We'll get her back up there, though, by the end of the month. Mark my words, Miss Janae is going to be up there with us. All right, so that's that. Next, we need to do clothing. This one's pretty straightforward. The only thing is the tracker might not be right because I don't know if I updated it correctly last time, but we'll check. It says 210, 152, 250. No, that's 310, ain't it? 1, 2, 310. Yes, I must have put 100. So that's $3.10. And then we're going to put $10 today. So that'll be $3.20. All right. So there's 152, 250, 70, 90, 310, 320. $3.20 for clothing. And that one probably is still going to need some more. Even though I am going to be buying most of their clothes for back to school from the back to school fund that I already completed. And last is going to be, no, not last. Wait a minute. First, I got to do grocery. Where is grocery? Where is he? Home. Life happens. Date night. Grocery. Here we go. And I don't know if this tracker is correct either, but let's just check it out while we're in here. $3.50. No, I didn't add the other 50. So let me add $50. And today for grocery sinking fund, we're going to be adding 40. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 350, 70, 90. So we add 40. That'll be 390. Okay, we're getting up there. That's not quite a stockpile, but you know, that's enough to get some groceries if I didn't have any money for the month. So yeah, I think, yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I do want to get this one up quite a bit because, you know, groceries are just seeming to go up and up and up as a part of inflation. All right, last I need to do giving. I had to think about that one. I've been buying a lot of stuff for the giveaway at the end of the month. You guys, don't forget to be there. And so far right now, I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And we're going to be putting 90, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I think that $50 bill was supposed to go in this envelope, but that's okay. So right now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 170 in giving. And we do still have another cash stuffing at the end of the month before the live. So yeah, we should have a little good amount. And so everything that's left on the table can go towards challenges. So let's see what we have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96. All right, let me close this binder and we'll get started with some savings challenges. All right, before we get into the savings challenges, if you guys are interested in this planner or any of the planners that I've created, as well as savings challenge planner book that I'll be using in just a minute, you would look for the Easy Cash Budget weekly planner for budgeting with sinking funds and cash envelopes if you want this exact book. I will link a comparison video up here though that has all the planners as well as the savings challenge books that I've already created. So it has a flip by flip kind of page comparison of all the books and you can determine which one you want to buy. If you already know what you want, just head down to my Amazon storefront in the description box and you can click the link. It'll take you straight over to purchase through Amazon. They're all affordable, all under $15, okay? All right, first things first, I want to do the putting the puzzle together challenge. I'm going to be using the Bible highlighters here on the table. And if you remember with this challenge, I like to ask Siri, because I don't want to put just a flat $10. So we're going to ask Siri what the multiplier is for our next $10 box. So hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 9, please?
A random number between 1 and 9 is 1.
Y'all, she trying to help me out today. Oh, Siri, boo-boo, thank you. Okay, so that's times 1. Let's use the purple one. So that's only going to be $10 that needs to go into this challenge. Should we press our luck? As long as she don't give us a 9, I think we'll be okay. Because I had $90. Let's try one more time. Hey, Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 9, please?
A random number between 1 and 9 is 9.
You know what? Siri be playing with my life. Stop it. Okay, Siri. Jeez. Siri, if you don't knock it off, hold on. I'm going to have to pick again. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to break the rules. Hey, Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 9, please?
A random number between 1 and 9 is 3.
Okay, that's better. Siri was trying to try me, y'all. And I hate that I had to cheat and not go with what she said. But look, I don't have $90 to be giving that challenge right now. Heck. Seriously, I don't even know if I got another 30, but I'm about to do it. But come on now. All right, so now we owe a total of $40, 10, 20, 30, 40 to the putting the puzzle together, and we have scratched off 2 or colored in 2 other boxes. So let's see, putting the puzzle, here it is. Siri tried it, y'all. I said out of all the numbers, why she pick 9? I should have had her pick a number between 1 and 8, right? Okay, anyway, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $170 so far in putting the puzzle. We only have 4 little boxes done, and there is 54 boxes, y'all. I get the feeling this one's gonna grow fast. Okay, so before I get out of this book, the Easy Mini Cash Budget 1,000 or Less Savings Challenge Planner is one of the other planners that I created that was in the video that I linked a little bit earlier. So if you're interested in a savings challenge book that has over 30 challenges involved, then you can click the link to watch a page by page flip through, or you can go down to my Amazon storefront and purchase. All right, so we're all done with this little book for today. All right, now we're gonna get into the Scratch and Save Skip or Double Challenges book, the book edition. And I'm gonna be using this one to do a scratch off. I don't have much left, but I think we can do something, and I already owe $5 to this one anyway, so we might as well do something else. So let's go back to the page we were on because that page was sweet. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can scratch off 1 or 2. I don't want to make any promises because I'm telling you, this thing be getting me. So let's try. Did it? Skip or double. All right. Come on, book. You want to work with us too, right? All right, so let's try this one right here. We're just going down this T row. 9. Okay, so that's not too bad. 18. Let me see what I got over here. 5, 10, 18. Okay, so I'll do 10, 15, 20. Plus I owe the 5. Okay, but let's see if we can get $2 back from this. So hold on, let's see what we got in this flower scratch off challenge. Yes, we do have 2 more dollars. So $2 is going there. $5 was from my mistake last time. And this time, 18's going in. So in the flower scratch off, we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 4, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 445. Ooh, okay. Now, this book can be found in my Etsy store. I do sell these through Etsy. For these books, if you scratch every single page or several pages of scratch offs, very beautiful, different, all styles, all varying dollar amounts depending on your budget, on what page you scratch. It does tell you the dollar amount range at the bottom of the page. Like on this page, all scratch offs are between $50 and $60, so you kind of know, but there are some skip and doubles in there, so beware. But yeah, if you scratch every single page or several pages of scratch offs, very beautiful, different, all styles, all varying dollar amounts depending on your budget, on what page you scratch. It does tell you the dollar amount range at the bottom of the page. Like on this page, all scratch offs are between $50 and $60, so you kind of know, but there are some skip and doubles in there, so beware. But yeah, well, I'm working on trying to complete this book, and they're available for sale in my Etsy storefront if you're interested, okay? All right, so let's see what we're working with now, because all this, who can guess where I'm about to put this? Any guesses? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 to $33. Well, I think I'm going to start with doing the savings challenge from Jessica. And I'm going to just do $10 on this one. Let's color it in with blue. I might need some other markers that'll actually stay marked on the laminate. But for right now, you can kind of see it. These were the old markers I had, and I guess it wasn't completely dry. And then this is a blue one that's kind of similar to the color of my nails. So this envelope already had 20, 30, 40, and we're gonna put another $10 to make 50 to go towards our $10 savings challenge. Okay, so we have $50 in there. And these little envelopes, they're also linked in that video that I linked above with the little mini envelopes. You can find these for sale on Budgeting to Freedom's channel. She has it's an Etsy store that sells these in a pack of 3 with $5, $10, and $20 savings cards. And so you can purchase those there, okay? And you guys, thank you so much for going over there and supporting both of their businesses, because both of them have told me you guys are killing the orders over there. And I really appreciate it. Jessica's son had a dental issue, and so she hasn't been able to work. So she is so grateful for the orders. And then we already know Gina's husband's going through some medical concerns as well. So it's so important that you're supporting both of those businesses that have an actual cause right now. And so thank you guys so much for supporting them, okay? All right, so we have left on the table $5, $10, $15, $20, $21, $22, $23. Now, can you guess what's about to happen? If you guess the penny challenge, you know what's going on around here. Okay, so I have $23. I'm gonna color in this next largest one, which is $21.84. We're gonna color it in green. I should have used one of the new markers, but oh well. We're gonna color it in green, and this $23 to cover that penny is gonna go here in my penny challenge jar. I'm just gonna fold that up, stick that on in there. And just like that, we have stuffed the penny challenge. All right, you guys, I think we have done it all for this video. So let's see, we have budgeted our whole week 4's paycheck, as well as did the cash stuffing breakdown sheet. And then we actually did cash stuffing for cash envelopes, sinking funds, and savings challenges, gave some money to giving. And yeah, I caught up my error off my scratch and save book from last time. So thank you guys so much for encouraging me along the way and being here to support me. I really, truly appreciate it. Let's see. If you want to see more of me, come find me over on Instagram at Celisa Danielle. I also have a Facebook group page that supports new budgeters and old budgeters alike. There's over 10,000 strong now, and it's down in the description box. You guys come check out the Facebook group as well. And I think that is everything. Let's see. If you made it to the end of the video and you a real one, then put this one single emoji right here, and I'll know that you made it all the way to the end. And then don't forget, like the video so it'll be suggested to other people who might need the information. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And that way you'll be notified when I put out another video, as well as you'll be able to participate on the live on July 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And then share the video with someone else if you think they need some helpful tips and information about budgeting. But other than that, I think that's everything, and I will see you guys again very, very shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.